It's been a moderately successful but frustrating year for one of the best teams in the league. Tampa Bay Damage took second to Dynasty at the first two events and fifth at the Chicago Open. They have a chameleon-like ability to shape their style of play to suit the field layout and adapt to different playing styles, but they haven't won an event since the first tournament of 2012. Though they've had some turnover recently, with a total loss of 4 players in the past 8 months, the core of the team remains the same. Chad Boucher is one of the fastest players on the D side, and Dan Holliday is always a threat wherever he plays. Ryan Smith is handling on the snake side in his comeback season. Their highest-ranked player, Jason Edwards, is one of the most consistent back players in the game. And the versatile Rainey Stanzik has been a great pickup for the team. Look for Tampa Bay Damage to make a solid run for the rest of the year. Edmonton Impact already had a great lineup before they added all-around killer Justin Rabikoff, Dave Baines, who is one of the best on-field records of any player in the history of the sport, and D-side specialist Greg Sewers, who was one of the best players in the PSP last season. Add in Ryan Moorhead and Justin Cornell, and you have an offensive machine. The Akmek brothers, Zane and Zach, are playing their typical consistent great paintball, as is veteran Joshua Met. This season, the best that they've been able to finish is third, but Impact is still one of the most entertaining teams in the game, regardless of how they finish. It's just a matter of time until they get all their talented pieces working together in order to beat the other powerhouse teams in the league. Look for Impact to stick with their aggressive ways and continue to push forward. With the squad they have, they will win an event. It's just a matter of time.
So welcome back here. Last game of the prelims competition at the 2013 West Coast Open. Chris is excited. We're about to watch Tampa Bay Damage take on Edmonton Impact. And both of these teams are in right now. They are playing for seeding. Again, this is the last game of the day, so those are all of the games that have gone down here today. Guys, who do you think is going to win this matchup?
I get Impact.
I'm going to go with Tampa Bay Damage.
You would.
I think Damage, after the last game that they've played against Union, I think they're going to come out here and prove that wasn't Damage paintball, and I think we're going to see a lot more of their style. But I think Damage is really good at adapting to their opponent's strengths, and they've been watching Impact play this whole event.
Split screen breakout, Impact on your left, Damage is on your right. Oh, and you can see at the bottom of your screen, both screens, players walking off the field. David Baines and number 17, Keith Brown. Also Daniel Holliday taking the walk for Tampa Bay Damage.
Yeah, so early advantage right now for Edmonton Impact. 4-on-3, Moorhead, Sewers, Bornstein, and Yakimek. Taking on Probst, Edwards, and Chad Boucher. Here comes Tim Montresor. He dives across into the snake.
Oh, but Chad Boucher is going to walk off early, so Edmonton Impact looking real strong over here with Tim Montresor and his longtime cohort on many different teams, Ryan Moorhead. So Ryan Moorhead is going to finish off that point for Edmonton Impact. So nice job by Sewers, Moorhead, Bornstein, and Yakmek. So interesting to start Corey Bornstein there in this matchup.
Yeah, Corey Bornstein's been doing work for them over here. And Ryan Moorhead bolting down that snake. You see him on your screen right there, number 85. You can always tell with those American flag V-Force grills. Hangs the flag for Edmonton Impact. And Impact going to take an early 1-0 lead. We'll be right back after these messages.
No one can tell what lives inside you. It's not for them to see. It's for you to find. And that knowledge comes slow and painful, and it comes through heartache and struggle. It comes through getting whooped long enough and hard enough until you realize that you can't be broken by somebody else. Failure and success have the same origin. They come from within. Behind every unbelievable move was a player who believed. Behind every comeback lives a spirit that refuses to be beaten into submission. Behind every adventure is a core of courage. This is the stuff of dreams. It's how legends are made. And it's why people will remember your name. So be brave, be relentless, be your own hero.
So 18:43 to play here. Edmonton Impact and Tampa Bay Damage, and Edmonton Impact taking that first one, looking real good doing it.
Yeah.
Remember to sign up for the 2013 World Cup, 17th through the 20th Held at Fantasy of Flight, a little outside of Orlando, Polk City, Florida. Go to pspevents.com and get your team. And sign up early, too, because over 350 teams are going to be there. You want to ensure that you're going to be one of those teams. This game brought to you by Extreme Pros in Garden Grove, one of the best teams in Los Angeles. Big supporter of paintball in this area of the world. We're a little east of Los Angeles here in Riverside.
I saw them pull up yesterday in the big Extreme Pros truck that they got. Black and bright green, rolling up out here. Serving up, pretty local. Here comes Impact on the break. Shooting heavy guns and attacking. Straight up the middle early. Rainey Stanzak shoots up the middle and then bumps out to the tower on the Dorito side and then straight up the middle. Gonna run him down right away. Justin Cornell.
Oh, minor
Rainey
penalty
Stanzak
too.
does not get shot. Nobody picks him up, and he ends up in the Dorito 2 of Impact. As Impact catches a penalty, here comes Daniel Holiday running down and finishes off Ryan Moorhead. Ryan Moorhead thinking that he shot Rainey Stanzak, but Rainey Stanzak, what a read by number 99, Rainey Stanzak from Edmonton, or from Tampa Bay Damage. Shot his lane on the break towards the Dorito side, broke out to the tall tower on the Dorito side, straight up, saw Justin Cornell in that 50 Dorito, ran, bunkered him, and just kept going straight across into the Dorito 2.
Minor penalty being called on Rainey right now. I guess he got hit as he threw it. I mean, that's Tony out there checking him as he's walking off. Throwing a minor penalty on Rainey Stanzak, getting shot in the pack, probably diving into Impact's 20 Dorito.
Regardless, that was an amazing move by Rainey. That's why you pick up Rainey. That's why Damage got Rainey. Rainey is really versatile. Rainey can play. Rainey can play front guy. Rainey can play a back guy. Rainey can play mid position. Rainey can play any spot on the field. He can play Doritos. He can play on the snake.
He can play poker.
He can play poker sometimes. No, it looks like there was a penalty on Ryan Moorhead for talking.
Unbelievable.
I think after he was hit. And so, yeah, penalties back and forth. And but yeah, it's going to be Damage's point here.
That was a fantastic move. So both teams are going to be down one player. Rainey Stanzak is going to be in the box, and so is Ryan Moorhead.
Yeah, so we'll be right back after these messages.
PaintballDojo.com. Support your favorite pro teams. Get your name printed on pro team gear. PaintballDojo.com. Lifestyle gear for players. Full color and completely custom options. You can build custom designs straight from our website. Gear available for both men and women. PaintballDojo.com. Lifestyle gear for players.
And we are back here. Impact taking on Damage. That's Ryan Moorhead. He's going to be starting this point in the box. There's Dave Baines, Greg Sewers, Corey Bornstein, and Tim Montresor, number 40 for Edmonton Impact. Doing a great job over here on the snake side of the field. Dave Baines, Tim Montresor, Corey Bornstein showing us his wheels as a front guy out here. Getting out to that Dorito side. Greg Sewers lining up like he's going to be off to the races as well. Tampa Bay Damage, 4 bodies. Break out to both corners. Jason Edwards up the middle. 1 gun and then across to the Dorito tower. And looks like everybody made it out alive. Impact in the back center. Oh, they lose. Tampa Bay Damage loses Timmy Probst first. He shot from back center, bumped to the Dorito tower, and then got shot. Dave Baines in the back center. Tim Montresor in the mini Dorito on the snake side. Greg Sewers jumps up into Dorito 1, pauses and goes straight into Dorito 2 as Jason Edwards and Paul Everett both get shot for Tampa Bay Damage.
Yeah.
Now would be a good time to blow the horn, and Skinny Kevin on cue.
Yeah, they're going to do it.
Goes and blows the horn so that way he can preserve the 26 seconds as both teams started with a minor. If you lose the point, your minor comes off the board. So once Skinny Kevin realized that that point was out of hand, going to go ahead and keep Ryan Moorhead in the box for as long as possible. Going to get 26 seconds out of it. As Edmonton Impact goes up 2-1 on Damage, only 17, still 17-24 left to go in this game. There's Kevin Bredthauer on your screen right now, having a conversation with the refs, looking fly in that tracksuit. And we'll see how this game goes right after these messages.
JT First Shot and JT Splatmaster challenges you to introduce someone into our great sport of paintball. We're offering a free Z100 pistol with a purchase of a Z100, Z200, or Z300 JT Splatmaster marker for this weekend only. Place an order, give the Z100 pistol to a friend of yours that doesn't play, and help our sport grow. Visit freez100.com and order today.
Welcome back to this game in progress. Edmonton Impact taking on Tampa Bay. Damage score 2-1, 17-24 on the clock. And yeah, definitely go to free Z100 on the JT and try to get in there, get that free JT marker, that Splatmaster, give it to one of your kids, get them into the game. So Todd, apparently one of the Yakmek brothers is not on the field.
Yeah, I just saw Zach Yakimek walking down the sidelines. He said he's got a foot injury, so he's not out on the field right there. He was playing really well for Edmonton Impact. Let's see if it hurts them all not having him out there.
Well, and also let's hope that that's not something that's going to carry over till tomorrow. I mean, if he's not out there right now, is that an injury that's deep enough that he's not going to be able to play on Sunday? We're going to find out.
But so Dave Baines and this snake side for Edmonton Impact continuing to shoot people on the break. Chad Bougere gets shot coming out to his primary bunker on the snake side, and Daniel Holiday also taking the walk for Tampa Bay Damage right now. You know, point spread going to be really important in this match. Ryan Moorhead breaks out as he comes out of the penalty box, went to the Dorito side tower, breaks out to the Dorito side corner.
It's all about seeding right now. These two teams going to be progressing on to tomorrow's competition here on Sunday. Again, get across, get on your social networks, whether it's Facebook or whatever, your particular, whether it's Twitter, Instagram. Let everyone know that the best paintball players in the world are going to be thrown down tomorrow so everyone else can experience it as well. 2-1 the score. Tampa Bay Damage down 2 bodies right now as Dave Baines got a shot on Chad Bougere, and Zane Yakmek with his brother on the sidelines able to get a shot on Holiday. So 3 players left alive for Damage, 5 for Impact.
You know, looking at this field right now, I think spit out pretty far across the field. You know, however, Edmonton Impact up 5 bodies. Up to Tampa Bay Damage's 3, you know, Holiday and Bouchier taking the walk. However, you still have big Dave Baines, Timmy Prost, and Keith Brown on the field.
Dave Baines right now just continuing to roll his gun to the snake side of the field. I mean, I think he's been the most effective. We keep talking about him, but it's because he's been the most effective player out of any of these teams of shooting people on the break, coming out to this side and then locking off that side of the field. No team has really been able to get an effective snake attack against Edmonton Impact because of Dave Baines' gun.
You know, Dave Baines played for Tampa Bay Damage past couple seasons, so he's definitely going to step up against his former team. And Edmonton Impact going to put another point on the board, so Damage struggling here a little bit early. Ryan Moorhead stepping up. Or I'm sorry, yeah, Ryan Moorhead shot Jason Edwards. So here comes Edmonton Impact score, 3-1, 15-16 on the clock. Last game of the prelims here, 2013 PSP West Coast Open. I'm Matty Marks with Todd Martinez and Chris Soya. We'll see you after these messages.
Check this out. The Imperial program from GI Sports. Get 100% of your paint money back in cash. Sign up, win, paint's free. Take second, get half your paint cash back. Not good enough? How about more cash? Have your team rock our V-Force GI logo grills, get first place, then we'll throw you another $1,000 cash. Second place? No problem. We got $500 with your name on it. It's a total no-brainer. Sign up for the Imperial program at gisports.com.
So guys, here, what do you think Tampa Bay Damage needs to do to get back in this match? They're only down 2 though, so not an unsurmountable obstacle. You
know, it's not bad, especially for a team like Damage. They just need to shoot their lanes, stay out of the box, and I think I'm always going to say every game, get up the middle.
But do you think their confidence is a little bit rattled with the fact that they lost to the up-and-coming Top Gun Union?
Yes.
just a couple games ago?
Absolutely, without question.
Todd, what do you think?
I think Dave Baines just keeps shooting people on the break, and there's not really a whole lot that anybody can do about it. He just shot Ramsey El-Youssef going to the mini Dorito over here on the snake side, about 2 steps out of the flag station.
Yeah, on the flip
of course,
side.
Jason Edwards as well just smoked the whole snake side of Edmonton Impact, and Keith Brown is now off to the races. He jumped all the way into snake 2 of Edmonton Impact, and Jason Edwards is going to run and grab the flag and carry that in. So just utter destruction on both sides of the field over here. But I mean, these are 2 of the best back players in the league, and who's ever getting more kills off the snake side early has kind of shown to be the team that's been able to win the points. But Edmonton Impact has also been dominant this whole event on that Dorito side. So, I mean, if I think Damage can get a couple more bodies out there, Dorito side get a kill on the break, probably help them out a little bit, take the pressure off the snake side.
Well, Todd, let's take a look at the top 5 kill count leaders for the event so far. So this is the entire event. Number 1, Konstantin Fedorov, just blowing away the competition, even with the top 5. 42 confirmed kills for him and 39 points with 24 deaths, looking amazing as always. And Pantalev, Moscow Red Legion coming back into the Champions Division with a vengeance, as they have also Alexander Bernikov sitting at 4, and it's super close. Archie Montemayor coming up there and getting in the top 5 with 28 kills. And then Malloy, 27, and Mishka. So there's 4 players from the country of Russia that are in the top 4 kill count, or top 5 here at this event.
I was about to say, you pull Archie Montemayor off of there and put either Sergey or one of the other Russians. You have the starting 5 for the Russians for about 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Actually, probably like 4 or 5 years ago. You know, I mean, Pantalev, Fedorov, Bierdnikov. Why am I blanking on from the Russian Legion? Kirill. You put Kirill instead of Archie, and then there's the Russian Legion starting lineup.
That won world titles not too long ago.
Years and years.
Yeah, so there it is. Go to paintballaccess.com, check out the rest of the stats for the year and 2012. Lots of interesting information there across 6 different metrics of paintball greatness. 14:35 on the clock here. 1 point separates these 2 teams. So can Tampa Bay Damage pick it up here, or are they going to lose 2 games in the same day? When was the last time that happened in the prelims? Do you remember the last time that Tampa Bay Damage lost 2 games in a row?
No, I can't remember last time.
It was when we played them in Phoenix, infamous. We beat them, and then X Factor beat them, and they ended up going home after those 3 wins that they had in a row. It was the second event. We finished Galveston, and it was the Phoenix event.
So here we go. Off the break, it looks like Edmonton Impact doing some work here as Damage loses Chad Boucher and Rainey Stanzik, and Ryan Moorhead in good field position over here on the left-hand portion of your screen, trying to shoot cross field to that Dorito side. And here comes Justin Rabakov coming up there in the center. So Justin Rabakov making quick work along with Ryan Moorhead. So Edmonton Impact handling business over here to put another point on the board. Score is going to be 4-2 with 13:59 on the clock. So in this bracket, Edmonton Impact 3-0 with a +13, and Tampa Bay Damage with a +5, 2-1. And if they lose this game, that's going to make it so it's so look at that with San Antonio X Factor. So San Antonio X Factor is +4, sitting at 2-2. Tampa Bay Damage, if they lose this game, they're already at +5. So they've got to keep this close, it looks like.
Yeah, they can't drop their point differential significantly.
That might put X Factor in.
Well, that's what I'm wondering here. I can't remember. In a 2-way tie, it's head-to-head, and in a 3-way tie, it's point differential. So in the 2-way tie, X Factor would go on, or I'm sorry, Damage would go on if Damage were to go 2-2, correct? I believe.
Yeah, I believe. So things are close at this tournament. Things are really close. So X Factor just biting their nails over there, hoping that they get to advance on and redeem themselves. And Damage not looking so good today here in the last game of this prelims, but they're only down 2 and they got a lot of time to come back, just under 14 minutes. We'll be right back.
Ever wonder how your order gets from ansgear.com to you? Using our fast and efficient processing method, your purchase is pulled, verified, and shipped to your door quickly and accurately. Every order is checked for accuracy 3 times before it leaves the warehouse. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner and at an affordable price to get you back in the game. Shop now at ansgear.com.
Split screen, breakout, Tampa Bay damage on the left side of your screen, and impact on your right. Off the break, Chad Boucher gets into the snake though. Referee get in there checking him out, see if he's hit. No, looks like he's clean.
Yeah, and Greg Sears gets shot on the break. Dave Baines and Justin Rabikoff shortly after that. Tim Montresor tries to battle, and it looks like Rumsey El Youssef blasts him. So just one body left alive for Edmonton Impact in that Dorito corner. And here comes Chad Boucher, who loves to bunker people, coming over the snake, and he looks like he gets shot on the breakout, but Rumsey El Youssef throws the flag on the ground as Edmonton Impact blows the horn on that one. So good move by Chad Boucher to pull the guns out wide. Actually got bounced going into the snake, but really caused a lot of chaos. Allowed his teammates to come out.
So Todd, Damage already beat X Factor head-to-head, so if they end up tied up and it's a one-way tie, just 2 teams hitting it 2-2, head-to-head's the first tiebreaker, and so it looks like Damage would be going on instead of X Factor, which is probably angering X Factor sitting over there. Like, God, we're so close.
So regardless, so this team, so Damage could win and maybe have a chance at a better seed. Probably not, though, because this is going to be a close game, and they're not going to be able to break an 8-point differential. So it looks like Edmonton Impact will be going in as the 1 seed. Tampa Bay Damage will be going in as the 2 seed. In the other bracket, the Russian Legion will be going in as the 1 seed. Houston Heat will be going in as the 2 seed. So Edmonton Impact will be taking on Houston Heat tomorrow, and Tampa Bay Damage will be taking on Moscow Red Legion. What a couple games we got there.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see who makes the finals in that one. There you see the other bracket on your screen right now. That's bracket A, Moscow Red Legion, going 3-1, playing some really awesome paintball this weekend with a plus 11-point differential. Houston Heat going 2-2. San Diego Dynasty also going 2-2. But because they ended up in a tie, I believe that would go to point differential. And with Houston Heat being a plus 10 and San Diego Dynasty being a plus 6, Houston Heat will be going on to Sunday to face Edmonton Impact.
Yeah, and I mean, that's how close it was, because they did tie when they played head-to-head.
Yep. Oof. Wow. It's wild in the PSP.
It is. This is wild.
West
in the
Coast
Challengers,
Riverside
Champions
Open
division. Getting crazy out here.
Love it. Love it. Been so many good games this weekend.
Yeah, so many good games. So here we go. Edmonton Impact winning by 1 point, 4-3. Looks like both teams at full strength for the first time. No, it looks like one dropping early for both teams there right after the break. Dan Holiday coming off for Damage, and Zane Yakbeck coming off for Edmonton Impact.
But that's okay for Edmonton Impact, because Justin Cornell gets all the way up into Dorito 2 right away. Chad Boucher tried to make a cross into the snake. He gets chopped up. Keith Brown, Jason Edwards, Timmy Probst still alive for Tampa Bay Damage. 3-4 in favor of Impact right now. Impact with the bodies. Tim Montresor comes across from the snake temple, goes into the snake. Dave Baines bumps across from the back center to the Dorito Tower. Justin Cornell backing way up off of Dorito 2, trying to get some shots in on Keith Brown over here in the corner. There you see Tim Montresor looking down the wire, gonna turn the corner because Keith Brown's shooting his gun on the inside. Nobody's stopping him, plus Montresor has some protection down the wire. I believe that's Ryan Moorhead in the snake corner. That's Keith Brown communicating with Timmy Probst across the field. There's Timmy Probst right there in the Dorito Tower. Next to him, that's Jason Edwards in the Dorito corner. Good overview shot of the whole field. That's Tampa Bay Damage's side. As we come across, right underneath the Impact logos, Justin Cornell, Dave Baines in the Dorito Tower. Tim Montresor, very bottom of your screen. There goes Dave Baines bumping out to the Dorito corner. Gonna space it out a little bit, protect Justin Cornell down the wire. Battle Jason Edwards on the inside.
This is gonna be a long game, or a long point.
Yeah, it is, because with, I mean, this is when it starts to slow down. It's 3-on-4. Tampa Bay Damage and Edmonton Impact, they're up right now. They have 4 bodies, and they also have a 1-point advantage. So Tampa Bay Damage, Brown, Edwards, and Probst, they have to push aggressively into the back line of Edmonton Impact right now. So things might slow down a bit. And it looks like Impact, though, still trying to push up, even though, well, they do have 1 body advantage. So if you see that move, you got to take it. Damn it, and Impact getting into the 50-yard line on the Dorito side of the field there.
Oh, and Jimmy Probst getting shot from across the field.
There's Jason Edwards on your screen, looking across the field at Tim Montresor, who's in the 50 snake. Now a 4-on-2. There's Keith Brown. There's Tim Montresor, number 40, Edmonton Impact.
Yeah, I was just going to say they're going to blow that horn. They have to, because they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, no sense letting the time run out. Get yourself another opportunity, because points can be won so fast on this field.
Yeah, it's just tough to concede that point, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yep, I mean, look at Tim Montresor taking the walk out the field. One of the better communicators in the game, him and Dave Baines together. You know, just great all around. He's a great player. Getting in the snake, I mean, he didn't look too comfortable in there, but he went in there and shut it down. 4-on-2, you got to blow the horn.
Yeah, not a lot of options in that particular situation. Looks like Damage is going to call a timeout. That's probably pretty smart at this juncture in the game. Down to, you still got a lot of time, though. These guys have been scoring a lot of quick points here. So with over 10 minutes to play, we could potentially see a comeback. Today, there was an amazing comeback by Excessive in the Challengers division. They came back and scored 6 unanswered points in order to win the game. So it is feasible, and we'll be right back after this. All right, so welcome back. Last game of the prelim competition here at the 2013 West Coast Open. Matty Marsh alongside Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya. We are watching Tampa Bay Damage take on Edmonton Impact, and we have ourselves a close game, but it's been mostly Edmonton Impact with Damage trying to scrape by and score points, and they're down 2 right now, but there is a boatload of time left.
Yeah, I mean, Tampa Bay Damage, they keep sending out Dave Baines to that back center. I know everybody must be sick of hearing me saying this, but man, does he just keep shooting people off that snake side?
Yeah, he does.
Well, it's interesting because in the first 3 events, we didn't see much of Dave Baines. We did see him enough for him to qualify for the overall player rankings, though. He was getting some reps, and he's in the top 5. And I think that we might see that ranking potentially climb because of his ability to shoot a lot of guys off the break, and he's playing a lot of points. One of the metrics in the overall play ranking is the points played metric, so you do get a slight boost the more points that you play, and that gives a little bit of an advantage in the overall play ranking to guys that have to constantly go out there and fight through adversity, be tired, have to play a lot of points, get a lot of reps.
You see Justin Cornell lining up on this side of the field. I wouldn't doubt if Justin Cornell went straight up the middle of the field this game. Justin Cornell's been attacking that Dorito side hard, but they got Sears and Bornstein in over there right now. Watch Justin Cornell. I bet you he takes off. Oh, maybe not. Justin Cornell goes all the way to the Snake Temple. Justin Rabikoff to the inside Dorito. Dave Baines and Bornstein double up that back center. Greg Sears gets shot on the break.
Ooh, and Dave Baines gets shot out of that back center, though, trying to gun battle out on the Snake side.
Right now, 3 players down on Impact and 2 players down on Tampa Bay Damage. Oh, there goes Justin Cornell, another player down on Impact. Here comes Tampa Bay Damage.
Tampa Bay Damage, Rainey Stanzak up there in the middle of the field doing the shuffle across, but he gets shot. Asking for a check on Corey Bornstein. Justin Rabikoff still in there. Oh, nope. Corey Bornstein walks off. Justin Rabikoff all by himself over here in this mini Dorito. Here comes Jason Edwards, Ramziel Youssef really pounded Justin Rabikoff's bunker. It's a 2-on-1. All that madness and chaos, and Justin Rabikoff finally feels the pressure. Ball comes in, breaks on him, so Jason Edwards gonna grab that flag and hang it.
Well done by Jason Edwards and the rest of the crew from Edmonton Impact. Rainey did get a kill before he walked off. Actually got 2, shot Greg Sewers and Dave Baines, and Ramziel Youssef contributing as well. So Jason Edwards and Rumsey, they were the last 2 players left alive for Tampa Bay Damage. So here comes Damage, man. 4-5.
Good game.
Still anyone's game. They're both moving on. We were hoping for a close game.
That's true.
I still think the best game that I've seen, one of the vying for game of the year, was that Dynasty Heat game that we saw earlier on, right before the lunch break.
The tie?
That ended up in a tie, 6-6.
Yeah.
That knocked Dynasty out of the tournament.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, they went 2-2. Well, honestly, what knocked Dynasty out of the tournament really was losing to Moscow Red Legion in their first game of the day, 7-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Moscow Red Legion is playing some serious paintball this weekend.
Oh, yeah, they look real good.
You know, I felt it a little bit myself, but, I mean, just watching every single their games, they were crisp. You know, you could tell they were hungry. You know, they came out, beat Houston Heat right away, you know, just set the tempo for the event. And, you know, that bracket was crazy, you know, with Dynasty, Heat, Russians, like some crazy games. Really, really tough bracket to get out of. Moscow Red Legion, after getting relegated from their performance at MAO, came to Chicago and just dominated people. You know, won a close one against San Jose Royalty, but got back here into the Champions Division and just been handling it, proving that they belong here.
What if they came back and won the whole deal? Moscow Red Legion.
I'm not laughing at it. I'm not laughing at it. I'm saying this is possible because they're playing pretty decent on this field.
Yeah, they are. I mean, some of the top kill leaders in the entire tournament play on Moscow right now.
And look at the screen right here. That big Dave Baines, Tim Montresor, Ryan Moorhead coming out this way. Ryan Moorhead's playing out here pretty well, actually. Very good. Yakimic, and then on your screen now is Tampa Bay Damage coming out from the break. Look at the speed on Tampa Bay Damage all the way around. Bourget just going to work.
Jason Edwards shooting Ryan Moorhead on the break, but Justin Cornell still launching up the Dorito side. Gets into that Dorito too, but Chad Bougere picks him up from Snake 3. Justin Cornell jumps back into the bunker. Referee comes around on the inside and takes a look. Tim Montresor gets blown up off the Snake side. Just Dave Baines over here, and here comes Daniel Holiday coming to get Justin Cornell, but he gets taken out.
And then also Chad Boucher gets taken out trying to push up the Snake side of the field. So Dave Baines still alive in that back center bunker, as well as Justin Cornell and Yakmek. Cornell on that Dorito side of the field, and Yakmek alive in the back as well.
Who shot Chad Boucher is what I don't know.
I think it was Dave Baines.
And I think so, man. He got smoked.
Yeah, it was Dave Baines. So
unbelievable.
Rainey and Keith Brown are left on the field to try to push into 3 players on Impact's team in order to try to take it. And you're looking at, there's Baines trying to get small. He can't do it, so Baines comes off. You just saw him die. Now you're looking at Justin Cornell, and you're going to get shot at there by Keith Brown. Here comes Keith Brown on the Snake side of the field.
Keith Brown doesn't know where Cornell is.
Did he get shot?
And here comes Justin Cornell.
Oh, Justin Cornell shoots out the corner, though.
Ooh, but Keith Brown looking into that glare, so this is not the opportunity or the best visuals for him.
Wow, what a game. This point is so important for Keith Brown right now. Get the flag and run. That's what I would do.
Well, you got to be careful. He's looking into a glare, and Justin Cornell is not. So that is definitely going to play potential. Look at those shadows. See the long shadows starting to play out there on the field. And a lot of times in a one-on-one situation, you can actually see which side a guy's going to because of that shadow. You remember that? You play the shadows?
Yeah, man. Look at this field. You can see exactly what Maddie's talking about. Look at Justin Cornell on the right. Keith Brown's on your left, just sitting in the shadow. But Keith Brown's looking right into the sun right now.
Yeah.
Good call, Maddie.
It's not too bad, though. I mean, right now.
You're even getting the glare off the tank. Oh, jeez. This is awesome paintball. I'm so stoked right now.
Yeah, these guys have put a lot of points on the board. I mean, it's just 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in this game.
I mean, now that the field has turned and these guys are playing east-west, Justin Cornell definitely has the advantage. You know, this would play a bigger factor if the field was actually laid out east-west. But because it's laid out north-south, you know, we only come to this situation in the late afternoon.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd rather have it this way than if you want it laid out this way, because if you lay it out the other way, they're starting, you know, this is the proper way to lay a field out.
This is the way to lay it out, yes.
Keith Brown's going to go for the flag. He's going to go inside. He's going to try and get the flag and try and back up and use the pins to get to the flag station.
Justin Cornell going to retreat.
Oh, Keith Brown getting shot by Justin Cornell. What a good game.
So now Impact is 1 point away from victory here.
Justin Cornell with
gets
a
a
4-pack.
Oh,
Nice. Jason Edwards, Keith Brown, Daniel Holiday, and Bouchier. Oh, not Bouchier. Rainey Stanzak.
Yeah, Rainey Stanzak. Man, Daniel Holiday had the opportunity to go down and bunker him, and I think Justin Cornell just picked him up right before he got there. And then Justin Cornell ends up shooting the last 2 bodies. So excellent game right there by Justin Cornell to get 4 kills. Going to give Impact a 6-4 lead with 6:22 left to go in this game.
So, what a game.
Yeah, great game.
Beautiful day out here. Look at your screen. What a beautiful field, man. I mean, this is a really nice area. You know, A.B. Brown Sports Complex in Riverside, California for the West Coast Open 2013 PSP.
And with just under a minute to go, does anyone have a timeout? I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout.
Don't we get one up here?
No, Chris, there are no timeouts.
Bummer.
You're stronger than that.
I am stronger than that. I am stronger. 6 more minutes.
So, looks like Jason Edwards and El Youssef. El Youssef is playing good this year. 4 confirmed kills for him in this match. No surprise that Jason Edwards has 5. But on the flip side, Dave Baines, man, just slaughtering people off the break.
Big Dave
It's
Baines.
just been a kill festival for him. Imagine how much fun Dave Baines is having, just whipping his gun around every single point and just trying to shoot at whoever. And you have to go out on the snake side of the field.
Yeah.
And he's just whipping his gun around, just slaughtering people over here.
It's fun to watch.
There's Dave Baines right there. It's like, I'm going to shoot that guy.
He's like, ho-hum. The speed of his transition from the start gate to getting his first balls on you are crazy.
And those guns whipped around trying to get those shots off the break for damage.
Oh, there it is again, Ramzi Al Youssef.
Chad Boucher able to get out wide. No, he got shot. So
that's Dave, all Dave Baines.
Yeah, Baines might have got another one. There's 2 guns that way, I think, though. But no, I think it was only Dave's gun that way.
I think it was Dave Baines getting Chad Boucher in the break, and then quickly after that, Ramzi Al Youssef. That's going to pretty much put the nail in the coffin. Jason Edwards also taking the walk. So 5-on-2 right now. Paul Everett, Timmy Props on Tampa Bay Damage. You see Justin Rabikoff in the snake taking his time. He's going to go over, yeah, and that's pretty much going to be a wrap.
So Edmonton Impact, definitely one of the favorites here to win this tournament as they are about to defeat Tampa Bay Damage.
That's going to do it. Good game, though. I mean, there's no qualms about that. I mean, I'm very stoked about that game, watching it all in general. I mean, it wasn't a blowout. It was a great paintball game. Edmonton Impact over Tampa Bay Damage with 5:23 left in the game. Nonetheless, 12 points played in that whole game.
And there's Justin Rabikoff as Edmonton Impact going to go in with the #1 seed. And not only that, playing some excellent paintball this weekend. So Tampa Bay Damage can still hang their heads high. They came out and they still performed fairly well. They did go 2-2, but they will be playing on Sunday. Houston Heat, Moscow Red Legion also making it in.
Steve Rabikoff, Tim Montresor walking off the field.
See, Rabikoff got back out there last game?
I mean, Justin Rabikoff, sorry.
Man, he looks
Sorry.
good.
Steve Rabikoff on his comeback.
Jeez.
He came up here in the morning, made fun of you on the webcast, went down there and just dominated Tampa Bay Damage. Man,
Oh,
What a
man.
great day for
What a
him.
great day for Steve.
like the Vittlich brothers.
Best day of his
Yeah,
life.
well,
All the Rabikoffs on the team.
Let's check in with Lauren Kelly down on the sidelines.
I am down here with Justin Cornell from Impact. That was a great match there. When you're in those one-on-one situations like you were with Keith Brown, what is the best strategy to make sure you win that point?
Well, for me, it depends on if we're up in the game. So we were up in this game, so I knew he had to make all the moves. I would have been content sitting there for 6 minutes, but he had to come to me. So once he started getting antsy, making all those moves, he wasn't shooting as much, and then finally I just caught him out in the open. If you're down, you got to go at him. So.
Definitely, and Damage and Impact are both teams that are extremely productive, and when it's a match like this, either one can take the win. What do you think it really comes down to at the end of the game?
A lot of it, especially when it comes between our teams, it's who's shooting each other more off the break. Especially on this field, if you get a couple kills off the break or you have the wide advantage, it's tough to come back from that. So that's what we've been practicing, and it's working good.
All right, well, the practice is paying off because you are undefeated. That's all for today. Prelims are over. Thanks, guys.
So, yeah, Justin Cornell looked outstanding out there. He crashed a jet ski at 70 miles an hour, still just running around like a Tasmanian devil out there.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, jeez, I can't even crash a jet ski at 2 miles an hour and be able to walk around.
So Edmonton Impact going to take that victory, but it looks like both teams were going to check with the bracket. So who's been really impressing you guys out there? Just who comes first to your mind? Impressive. Chris.
As far as a player, as far as a team?
Whatever comes to your mind.
Team, you know, Impact shooting really good lanes, man. That impressed me the most right now. Their lanes in the break.
Todd, what are you thinking?
Justin Cornell, Dave Baines, Alexander Beardnikoff,
Konstantin
Fedorov, and Mishka. You know, when the chips were down, Mishka and Fedorov just went out there and did work. You know, you can tell by Fedorov's kill count that he's out there playing every point and really just making a difference for a team like he always does. And, you know, he's my favorite player to watch. You know, the guy is amazing. He does incredible moves. He's so smart. He's so just silky smooth. You know, he's like just
like Crisco out there.
Buttery.
He's just hydrogenated.
Yeah, milky, buttery, just Italian, French, Spanish silk. You know?
Just more technologically advanced than everybody.
Yeah.
Well, you know who's impressed me is I think Moscow Red Legion, really impressive right now. They're rebuilding their squad. They had a great event so far, but Panteliev, and also I really like how Kevin Klum's playing that snake.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's that. You cannot have a winning team if you don't have somebody that's trying to become an institution on the snake side of the field. You need somebody who's really trying to step up, and this is the second year in a row they've had a Frenchman play on the one on the snake side of the field and really step up. Axel Godin played great for him on the snake side of the field, and then also, you know, then they've also now they have Kevin Klum come out because Axel went back to the Tauntauns. Well, it looks like, let's check in with Lauren Kelly again on the sidelines.
Day here in Riverside. The challengers and the champions fields both had amazing matches. Tomorrow the challengers will be playing on this field to battle it out and see who bumps up to the champion bracket for World Cup. Tomorrow it's going to be 187 versus Royalty and Tauntauns versus Shock. 187 is the only team that went undefeated in prelims. The rest of the teams went 3-1, so we'll see what happens. It's definitely going to be good. You'll want to see it, so stay tuned and we'll see you tomorrow.
So 187 Royalty and Tauntauns and Aftershock. So between the 187 Royalty game, who do you think is going to win?
That's a tough game. I think 187 is playing really, really good, just from what I've seen across the field over in the Challengers division. I mean, but Royalty can come out and play anybody at any time. I think it'd be a good matchup regardless of who wins.
Royalty 187, man.
They were in the same bracket, weren't they? 187 already beat Royalty one time, I believe. So
I think so.
I think Royalty is looking to be a big game team. I think Royalty wants it, and if they have already lost once to 187 here, I think they're going to be able to make some good adjustments, and I think Royalty's going to do it.
Yeah, and then Tauntauns Aftershock, a rebooted Aftershock, and a really hungry Tauntauns. Let's check out the schedule for tomorrow morning. First game is going to be Los Angeles Ironmen taking on Trenton Top Gun Union in the Champions relegation game. So the Ironmen back against the wall playing Trenton Top Gun to see who is going to stay. I mean, it would be, wow, that would be a complete shocker if the Los Angeles Ironmen were not able to have a chance to try to win World Cup. And they're going to have to prove their worth against Trenton Top Gun, who had beat, Trenton was able to take down Damage earlier on today, or later on today, 6-3.
That's going to be a rough game.
Yeah, Trenton Top Gun, they could do it, man. They definitely could. Then after that, Omaha Vicious are going to have to try to prove that they belong in the Champions Division, playing Los Angeles Infamous. So those are two legendary teams, with Infamous and the Ironmen having to scrap down against Vicious and Top Gun to see who's going to be playing in the Champions Division for the World Cup. Then after that, we have the Challengers Division semifinal. Upton 187 Crew and San Jose Royalty. The winner of that team will, the winner of that game will advance to the finals. And they will also earn a spot in the Champions Division for Cup. And then after that, Tauntaun's going to be playing Chicago Aftershock. Then we have the semifinals, Edmonton Impact and Houston Heat, and Moscow Red Legion and Tampa Bay Damage. So that is the schedule for tomorrow. Please